It's day 286. The happiness of the fatherless children. The news that the Muslim army had been victorious echoed on the streets of Medina. The Muslims were glad to hear that. The Prophet wanted to welcome the army returning from the battlefield outside the city. There were many people around him. The children, who also enjoyed the celebration, had gathered with them. The Prophet did not want the children to get tired, so he placed them on the backs of the horses and camels. The little daughter of Zaid, the commander who was martyred during the battle, was also there. The messenger of Allah looked at her lovingly. The little girl was crying with the sadness of losing her father. When the Prophet saw this, tears started rolling down his cheeks too. Showing the girl to those around him, he said, "This is the longing after the battle for the beloved." And then he wiped the tears off her face. He told her that her father was waiting for her in paradise. When the little girl heard this, she also wiped her tears away. She was no longer crying. The son of Ja'far, another of the martyrs, was also there with his head down. The Prophet hugged him and placed him on his camel, and thus they continued through the city. The Prophet gave him good news. He whispered into his ear, "2 wings were given to your father in paradise. He is now flying around paradise." For this reason, people even today call him Ja'far the Flyer. These words cheered the boy up, at least a little. Now he was imagining his father in paradise, and he was consoling himself with this. The believers joyfully welcomed the Muslim army, which had defeated the Byzantines. They prayed for them. Khalid bin Walid was very happy because by Allah's will, he had achieved a great success for Islam.